Hello everyone, welcome back to the Johnny LaSalle, the P8NTRMAN channel. And today I want to talk about good habits, especially for either the painter or that do-it-yourselfer. You want to be mindful that once you open a can of paint, it could be oil or it could be latex. Your can of paint is going to start getting air to it and it's going to start drying. Okay? So here in this specific segment of this video, I want to explain to you something that you can use to prevent that from happening. Okay? So I'm going to show you a few different scenarios. I happen to be priming this board here. So this is my roller setup. I actually have a little what we call sausage roller or mini roller, okay? And I have a small little tray with a small little handle, okay? And this is specific for this job. Okay, let's give you a scenario. I want to go for lunch. I want to stop working. I want to leave this behind. I want to go take care of my hunger, okay? And what do? Okay, I have a piece of advice. You can get yourself a little package of trash bags. In this case, this happens to be a 10-gallon, very small, you see it? Okay, so 10-gallon trash bag, clear is better, so you can see the contents of what's inside. Okay, so you take a 10-gallon bag. You open the bag up, and by the way, this can be used for a tray with a roller, active tray with a roller, or painters. If you're out in the field and you're painting, you can also use this, okay? Use this, and you can wrap your brush, put your brush down, wrap it over, okay? Put it aside. So what you're doing is you're sealing your brush. That way your brush is not drying. I've seen painters, and this is a bad habit, and this is why I'm talking about it, because I see it frequently, okay? These are not cheap brushes. Man, we're talking almost $30 worth of brush. You don't want to let your brush sit on the side of the bucket just like that while you go to lunch. I'll tell you what, me being a company owner, a painting company owner, and I drop by on site and I see this happening, we're going to have a talk and we're going to have a little verbal warning, okay? And if I see this continuing to happen, then it's going to go to verbal written, and then dismissal, okay? Because if you can't get it through your head that you can't allow a brush like this to dry and sit and get hard, okay? You're destroying equipment. That means that's total disregard for personal equipment. Unless you're buying it, and if you're buying it, okay, I'll give you the first brush, but the next brush you're buying, all right? And this is on you. You want to spend $30 out of your pay each whenever. How often you're going to leave your brush sitting there? No, don't do that, okay? First one, if you happen to do it first one, I've done it, okay? When I started painting, I've done it, okay? So that's why I'm telling you, don't do this. There's ways of preventing that from happening. So you wrap your brush in plastic, and many people use this as a cut bucket, right? Boop, 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 boop. All right? Look, this 10-gallon bag will cover that bucket. Right? Look at that. Okay? Another thing, see, you wrap the bottom. You want to seal the moisture inside the bucket. And that way your product is not drying. You can also use this clip, which is a a brush clip, right? That we use in order to clip our brush on the side. Okay? Or you can put tape, just put tape around the outside of the bucket. That way your bucket is safe and it's not drying. The product is not drying. If you're using a smaller bucket, well, even better. Here, it could be a windy day, okay? Put over it and wrap it underneath, you see? Wrap the plastic underneath and set it down, all right? Why is it clear? Why do I choose to use a clear one? It's because you're able to see the contents, okay? Another thing, if somebody's walking by, you're leaving it somewhere, and somebody's walking by and didn't notice that that was there and tips it, at least you're not getting paint all over the place. It's being contained in a bag. So this, if it was to tip over, at least it's starting to be contained in the bag. You could turn this around, see? And then bring it somewhere where you can take care of this matter. All right? So, how does that apply to the little tray with the roller? All right, I want to go to lunch. I'm not cleaning my kit because I still need to do the other side. I need to prime this board, right? Okay, so you turn this around. Look. Turn it around. You want it to stay in place, see? I still have product in here. All right, here you go. You put it in there, right? Wrap it around. Want to get rid of that air. And you sort of wrap this around, see? What are you doing? You're sealing that moisture in, okay? And this is a good habit to get into, painters. I know you got the hunger thing going, and you have to get ready and go to lunch because it's 12:01, and we stop working at 12, don't we? Huh? Okay, we don't want to work past 12. All right, but at least you need to make this a priority. Take care of your kids. All right? That's a good habit to get into as you evolve and you grow in the business. Keep this in mind, and also teach the younger guys what to do because they're not thinking about this, okay? But this is a good habit to get into. If it's a windy situation, you can also use the clip, okay? This is the clip, and it holds it in place, okay? Use your head, save time, save your equipment, make sure that the paint doesn't dry. Also beware when you come back, when you take this off, you're most likely going to have to discard this plastic. Unless you turn it inside out and allow whatever paint got on the inside of the plastic to dry out. And then you can continue using it. But this is a sacrificial lamb. It's something that's cheap and you can replace easily. All right, the 10-gallon bag. It's only for buckets and trays, small trays. If you have a 9-inch setup, I recommend that you go to a larger bag. It could be a 33-inch, a gallon, or it could be maybe a 50-gallon, okay? But get it clear, get it in clear. You can buy these in clear, okay? The 50-gallon one, you can actually put a 18-inch roller setup tray inside and then wrap it up. And the same thing applies to the roller. The 18-inch roller setup, you can actually roll the plastic into itself and prevents that roller from drying out. 18-inch rollers are more expensive than that little 4-inch roller there. Okay? So, thank you so much for watching the Johnny LaSalle PaintNTRMAN videos. As I go along, I'm going to continue to share little tidbits of things that all of a sudden it occurs to me because I'm in the middle of something and I think it's worth you learning so you can save your time or get better at doing it. Always cover the floor. Any type of paints, I always recommend strain the paint because now we're dealing with a lot of low VOC or VOC compliant paints, especially latex. in many cases, when they unload it from the truck, sometimes those 5-gallon buckets on the skid or the pallet, they sit outside in the sun until somebody comes in and brings it into the establishment and stores it. Okay? Well, guess what's happening? That's being subjected to heat. And then on the inside of the can, once you open it, you're going to see chunks. You're going to pour that paint out and you're going to see chunks in the paint. In order to prevent that, you get strainer bags, you drape it over the outside of a 5-gallon bucket and transfer whatever you got from that 5-gallon bucket you got at the paint store, you transfer it over to a new 5 and strain it out. The strainer bag, by the way, you can use it maybe 1, 2, or 3 times. After that, I would discard it. Okay? But use a strainer bag and strain all your paints. It could be latex or it could be oil. Okay? Strain your paints. Don't trust it coming from the factory or wherever it's coming from. You have no clue whether this truck has been sitting in a rest area for over 8 hours. Because these truckers, they sometimes come cross country and they need to rest. So guess what? They're in the sun. And that tractor trailer inside, is subjected to heat, extreme heat. It could be 120 degrees there for a long time. We're getting into something else. This is just awareness. These are things that us painters know that have been in the business for quite some time. And we're just sharing that. That's awareness. That's something you need to know. And that is why we strain the paint. Okay? Have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by to watch my videos. You can leave me any messages. You can leave a comment. You can leave a question. Please let me know. Let me know how what I'm doing or what I'm sharing is affecting you, or what are you learning. Give me some feedback, because that's what really gets me going. Okay? All right. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Happy painting. Seal the bucket.